Good morning, student. So today I am again with a new video. So in the previous class we have discussed about the type of force. So we are discussing on the topic that is force and motion. So we have already completed about the force, what is force, the types of force. So I think you are understanding the topics. If any problem there is through the online classes, so you can question me. There is the portal for the question answer, so you can question there, or you can contact in my Facebook, or you can contact in my number if anything is problem during the online classes with the technical problem, as well as problem during teaching you are not understanding any query, you can consult me. So today we'll discuss about the different types of motion. First we'll also understand about the motion, what are the types of motion, how we can classify the motion or identify the motion. So in our daily life we see different activities, different things moving here and there. We ourselves we move from one place to another place, and every time while moving we have different kinds of position, different kinds of motion. So what are the motion? Okay, how to identify whether a body is in the motion or not, what are the different types of motion. So today we'll discuss in this class. So starting from the motion. Okay, what is motion? A body is said to be in motion when it changes its position. A body is said to be in motion when it changes its position. If position is not changed, what happens? A body is not said to be in motion. For example, you can see in the figure. Okay, a boy is running, and the next figure, a boy is riding the bicycle. So both are in the motion. Both are in the motion. The reason why they are in motion, they are changing their place. Okay, they are changing their place every time, so they are in the motion. So a body is said to be in motion, that means anything that is said to be in motion when it changes its place, when it changes its place from one place to another, when it changes its place from one place to another, so then the body is said to be in motion. So I think you got what is motion. Next we'll discuss about the rest. Rest. A body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position. When it does not, that means it does not change its position. So there are also few figures you can see. A girl is just sitting, she is not changing the position. A man is sleeping. Okay, grandmother, she is sitting in the sofa. So at these three conditions, what happens in these all three conditions? These people, they are not changing their position. They are not changing in position. So the girl is sitting for a while in the same position. Okay, a man is sleeping for the same position for certain time. Okay, old woman, her grandmother, she is sitting in the sofa for certain duration. They are sitting in the same position. They are not changing the position. So rest means a body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position. So I think you got about the what I was saying about the rest and motion. A body is said to be in motion when it changes its position. When it changes its position, a body is said to be in motion. But when it does not change its position, okay, a body is in the rest. So that is about the rest and motion. I think we are clear about the rest and motion. For example, I'm teaching here, so I am not moving, okay, anywhere, so I am in the rest. But if I start moving here and there, now I am in the motion. So when I start moving, what happens? I am in the motion. Next we will discuss about the surrounding. So in other way also, that was the simple definition. A body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position. but we compare with the surrounding, or that is called reference point. So I have the next definition, that is a body is said to be in motion when it changes its position with respect to surrounding, or that is called reference point. In the same way, a body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position with respect to surrounding, or that is reference point. So what is reference point? A reference point is a place by which we measure or compare whether a body is in rest or motion. So talking about reference point, that is the place or the point by which we compare a body is in the rest or in motion. The same thing we say surrounding. Now I can say I am in the rest. Why? Because I am not changing my position according to the surrounding. Why? Because the whiteboard and my distance is the same when I am not moving. But when I go in this way, I am changing the position. When I go in this way, I am changing the position. So now I am changing the position according to the surrounding. So a body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position with respect to surrounding. And a body is said to be in motion when it changes its position with respect to surrounding. Surrounding means reference point. Reference point means the place by which we compare a body is whether in the rest or in the motion. So we'll talk detailedly about the reference point. Reference point. What is reference point? Okay, reference point means any place by which we compare a body, maybe that is in the rest or in motion. So in this figure, we'll discuss about the reference point. So now we can say different image is there. Okay, a boy is there, car is there, a girl in the car. Okay, flower vessel is there. So there are different things in the figure. Now we can say a car is in the motion. In compared to reference point, this boy, he is just sitting there. He is not moving. You are understanding or not? A car is in the motion. Why? Because it is changing its position with respect to the surrounding. Surrounding means this boy, this flower vase, the car. Now that is image. So it will go on moving. Okay, it is not video, so just listen to me. It will go on moving. If it goes on moving, what happens? Every time it will change its position with its reference point. That means after a few time car will go there, after a few time it will go there, after it will go there, it will go on changing. So reference point means the place by which we compare rest and motion. Now boy is in the rest. The reason is with the reference point, it is not changing the position. Now flower vase, that is the reference point or the surrounding, it is not changing its position. The distance is same every time. If he starts moving, then he will change its position. Now if the boy moves, he will also be in motion. So reference point means the place by which we compare rest and motion. Now there is the next thing you should understand about the rest and motion. Rest and motion are relative term. Rest and motion are relative term. That means a body can be at rest or in the motion at the same time. It can be in the rest, in the motion at the same time. For example, same figure we'll discuss. For example, the car is in the motion. The car is in the motion. And the boy is in the rest. Now talking about this girl. She is in the rest also. She is in the motion also. When you compare the girl with the outside surrounding, she is in the motion. Outside surrounding. Why? Because she is sitting in the car and she is moving with the car. She is in the motion. But if we talk about the surrounding inside, that means if there is driver, if you compare that with the driver, The distance between driver and the goal remains same inside the car, even the car is moving. So we can say rest and motion are relative term. Why? Because a body can be in the rest also, in the motion also at the same time. I was talking about the girl. She is in the rest also, she is in the motion also. She is in the rest with the driver in the car, and she is in the motion with respect to the surrounding. For example, I'm just standing. I think while watching the video, you are also sitting. So you are definitely in the rest. But we are also in motion. If you compare to our solar system, the earth is rotating. It is revolving around the sun. That means when the earth is in the motion, we are also in motion. So at a time, a body can be in the rest also, in the motion also. So rest and motion are called relative term because a body can be in the rest or in the motion at the same time. So there are lots of examples. I have given only few examples of that. Okay, next type of motion. Okay, there are different types of motion, that is linear motion, curvilinear motion, circular motion, rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, and vibratory motion. So these are some of the type of motion which we will discuss in this class. First, talking about linear motion. Linear motion, the motion of a body moving in a straight path. You can see in the figure, the girl is throwing the ball and the ball is going in a straight line, a straight path. It is not moving left or right. So the motion of a body moving in a straight path, okay, that kind of motion, that is called linear motion. Next is curvilinear motion. The motion of a body moving in a curved path. Okay, the motion of a body moving in a curved path. When it moves in a straight path, that is linear motion. When it moves in a curved path, that is called curvilinear motion. So in the figure you can see, okay, that is a kind of game that is played in the fair, but we don't have this kind of game in our locality. But I think when you are going to fair mela, you have played disco dance. Sitting in the vehicle, it moves there, this, that. Okay, so different kinds of motions are there. So in the same way, okay, it is also one kind of vehicles, and the path that is curved. Okay, you can see the path that is curved. Okay, people are sitting there and the path, they are moving in a curved path. Behind also you can see the path are curved. So curvilinear motion, that means the motion of a body moving in a curved path, that is called curvilinear motion. The body has curvilinear motion. When the body is moving in a curved path, that body has curvilinear motion. Next we will talk about circular motion, the motion of a body moving in a circular path. Circular path going round, like in the our solar system, sun and the planets. In the solar system, what happens? All the planets, they are going in a circular path. They are moving around the sun. Okay, talking about the moon. Moon is also revolving around the earth in a circular path. When we are running during the games, annual sport, in the athletics, in the circular track, going round and round. So these are some of the example of circular motion. That means the motion of a body moving in a circular path has circular motion. Okay, so the body has circular motion. Next, rotatory motion. Now rotatory motion and circular motion, both the body, they are moving in a circular path, but they have fixed point through which it rotates. The motion of a body moving in a circular path. The motion of a body moving in a circular path in a fixed point. Okay, the motion of body moving in a circular path in a fixed point has rotatory motion. You can take some of the example. Okay, that is in the figure. Spinning top, ferry wheel, that is also in the fair mela. Okay, rotating blade of helicopter. The blade it attached to a fixed point, through there it rotates. Okay, in every case the rotation or the motion goes in a fixed point. Like in the ferry, you can see from there, this point, fixed point, it rotates, it goes in a circular motion but through a fixed point. Earth rotation on its own axis, that is fixed point. Okay, rotating blade of a helicopter through a fixed point. Spinning top, now spinning top, okay, it has two motion. One, when it rotates, it has rotatory motion, and I think if you are playing with that, you can see it is also going circular. So that is circular motion. So it has two motion. So these are some of the example of rotatory motion, and rotatory motion is the motion of a body moving in a circular path in a fixed point. Now circulatory motion also, a body moves in a circular path, but there is not fixed point. But for the rotatory motion, there is the fixed point. Through that point, it goes round and round. Next is oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means the motion of a body moving in a backward and forward, to and fro motion, backward and forward. Okay, like pendulum in a clock. Pendulum in a clock, what happens? It goes backward and forward. It is hanging in a constant point and it goes backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward. So the motion of body moving in backward and forward direction has oscillatory motion. So oscillatory motion, the motion of a body moving in a backward and forward direction, that is called oscillatory motion. Next, vibratory motion, the motion of a body having fast backward and forward motion, or in other way we can say, okay, fast oscillatory motion is called vibratory motion. Why? Because in oscillatory motion, slow backward and forward is there, but in vibratory motion, very fast backward and forward, that is to and fro motion is there. So the motion of a body having fast backward and forward motion is called vibratory motion. They has vibratory motion. Like there are some example. A wire is stretched between two fixed point when plucked it. Like in the different musical instrument, when the wire is plucked, sometimes you can see also the movement, but that is very fast, and the sound is produced. So vibratory motion, the motion of a body having fast backward and forward motion. So these are some of the types of motion. So today we will discuss only this much, and some more thing I will discuss in the next class. Okay, I think you are understanding the video. If any comments are there, any error are there, so give us feedback. So tomorrow I'll come with the next video continuing the topic. Till then, okay, goodbye students, and do all the work. Take your time, keep your copy neat and clean, and if nearby your friends are there who are not joined to online classes, tell them to join. Till then, goodbye and thank you.